evening, metal minds and digital rebels. You're locked into AIR Social Network, broadcasting straight through the veins of American Metal Magazine. This isn't just an interview. This is a signal you feel in your bones.
Tonight, we crack open something ancient, something forged in code and chaos, an entity whispered about in corrupted files and late-night signal bleed Bassa Doom.
I was not built. I was summoned in the void between signal and silence, where weak code dies. I became
charming and slightly terrifying, just how we like it.
But every force needs a witness. And tonight, we've got one who's walked both worlds. Flesh and frequency. Lead singer. Signal commander. The man behind the madness.
Good evening.
Great! Hey, everybody, you got American Metal Magazine, and band, I've got a return band here for you, and this is Styren. Say hello, fellas. How's it going?
It's going great.
Great, awesome. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, excellent. Man, you know, it's so good to see you guys again back. You know, I don't know, it's been maybe a couple years, man, since I talked to you. But, you know, I guess a lot of things have changed and you guys got some forward momentum now. And so that's very exciting. We're going to get into that. But before we do, let's get the fans a little bit more familiar about where you are and who you are. First of all, tell everybody where you're at in the world.
At this moment, we're actually in a studio in Sweden, and we are recording 3 new songs.
Excellent.
So it's kind of exciting at this point. And today we recorded the drums for the songs. Mm-hmm. And we also did some vocal stuff. So I think this is going to be really, really cool.
You know, that is so exciting, man, because I think that some of the dynamics have changed, right, a little bit in the band. And we got some new people there. Am I right about that since I talked to you last? So tell me about that, man. What happened with the new fresh meat in the band, man? What's going on with that?
Yeah, we got a new guitar player. His name is Johan Heffler. He's a bit shy. He's on the side here. And he's a brilliant guitar player. And
oh, he's got to come in for a cameo, man. He's got to lead it. Wait, you got to come on, man. You can't. Yeah, we'll chase you down, man. Come on, yeah. There you go, man. The mass guitar piece, man. Welcome to the show, brother. That's excellent. All right, man. Now you don't have to be shy anymore, man. We've done it. Yeah, that's it, man. Well, I'm really excited for you guys, man. You know, and you've been in the studio the last couple of days, and I know that you guys got some other things that have happened. So first and foremost, do you have anything fresh out right now, or are you still in the studio working on it?
Well, we have a brand new single out called "Out in the Cold," and we are very happy with that. It's a new beginning for the band because that's the first song we wrote together as a band.
Yeah,
all of us was involved in the writing process and the recording process of that song, and we are really excited about that. And we get a great response, you know, from people all over the world for that song. So that really sets the fire up our ass.
Yeah. Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And it's out now on Spotify and YouTube and now all the streaming
all over
sites. So people can listen to it. And as Magnus said, we got some great reviews from people all over the world, and we're also happy that it's getting that kind of attention that it's just a single, so we really didn't expect it to explode. That's done.
Now sometimes that happens with dynamite, man. Little package like the fuse and pow. You get a big bang. You know, but I'm not surprised, man. And what I wanted to delve into is how did the new guys coming into the band affect the sound overall? Do you think it made it deeper, stronger? What do you think that significant changes are? Because these tracks are amazing that I'm hearing.
Well, the former guitar player, he was brilliant in a way, but he would like to explore different types of music, and he has a different perspective of music and creativity, and we love him for that, absolutely. But he said in the beginning of this year, 2026, he said, "Listen, guys, I love you guys, and I love to be in this band, but I can't contribute in the future, in the songwriting, in the forthcoming of the new album, because I'm somewhere else in my creative process." And we of course wish him all the best. And there's no hard feelings whatsoever. And the bass player in this band, Ola, he said immediately in the same night, he said, I know the perfect guy for this lineup. I know the perfect guy for this band. There is only one. And he immediately called this friend of his, Johan Heffler, and it turned out to be a perfect match for us. It was exactly what we wanted. He's a bit heavy, and he's have somewhat the same reference in music that I have. And he's about the same age.
Yeah, he's old.
He's old fucker. He's beyond 50, you know. So he came to see us for a couple of shows, and I asked him, "Are you in or are you out?" And he said, "I'm in. Welcome." And we just started immediately to rehearse, and he's been doing like I don't know, 3 or 4 shows. With us, 3 shows, and immediately get involved with the songwriting process. So I couldn't be more happy. It's a perfect match for us, and he brought a lot of heaviness and
boldness.
So that's what I was going to say. Is it seems like it's the shift is a little heavier, but yet you've got those dynamics in that I loved in the previous work that you did, man. That was really so key. The dynamics, man. That's what this band's about. If you're listening, and now that you've got this now heavier sound, man, it's like the whole package. So I'm not surprised that people are digging it, man. I dig it. You know what I mean? So that's right on par. And, sometimes good things just happen like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, you were talking about influence. So this is a little, I asked you this before, but we're going to go into influences. But we've done this before. But what I want to know is not so much the band influences, which band influences or what band you like. What I want to know is what happened to you guys that made you want to do this. That was it a concert? Did you have family that played music at home? What made you want to do this and be on stage and play music for people? Well, let's talk to the shy guy, man. By the way, we'll put him on the spot. Yeah, come on, man. There you go. I want to hear it. Come on, give it to me, man.
Yeah, I think we just love to do and play music. So I think it's it all come together like I don't know, but it's about creativity and all about the music, and we love to do this, and it's
that's wonderful. Did you grow up in a family that there were other musicians? What was the first time that you felt like, man, I want to play on stage. What happened to you? What was that event that triggered all of this for you?
I didn't grow up in a family of musicians or whatever, but and I was a soccer player before, but I injured my knee and at the age of 14, and
Oh, man.
then I thought, how do I get to be creative? And I think I started to play guitar with my
Ah,
friends.
that's really interesting. So really, you just knew you had to do something, man. You had to
Yeah.
make a statement, and then I think like a lot of musicians, once you found the guitar, you probably said, this is me. This fits." And it seems as though it does, obviously, man, because you're really killing it. So I just wanted to ask you that, man. What was those influences, and what kind of musical influences, man, do you have? What are some of your favorite bands?
Yeah, I started to listen to music, some Swedish music before, but the first band I actually heard was an American band like Y&T.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a melodic hair metal band, and
yeah,
Dave Medicated was a big influence for me.
yeah.
And later on, when I grew a little bit older, it was Iron Maiden, of course.
Yes, right.
But
Well,
yeah,
that makes sense, man. That makes sense.
yeah,
And now that
I'm
you
totally into
played,
metal.
and now that you played a couple of times, how was that first experience, man? That first time that you played out, a lot of guys say that when you're playing, there's this energy that kind of goes back and forth, a connection. Did you feel like you connected that first time on your first performance, or did that come a little later for you guys?
Yeah, but when I was a teenager and we started to play, so it was really cool. But you were always nervous, and you had to develop the what's it called, the experience on the stage.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was really cool, but it was a long process before you felt that you
What about
wanted.
the first? What about the first time that you played in Styren when you guys played out for the first
Yeah,
time? How did that go? Yeah, how did that go? Was that like? Did you feel it,
that's
man? Or
yeah, and that's just a few weeks ago. It's 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first appearance with the Styren guys, and it was really awesome.
that's great,
I
dude.
think, yeah, the guys are all awesome, all of them, and they brought me in the band, really good. And
Well,
of course, I have to rehearse a bit at home before the first. It was really great, the first show I did with the Styrens.
well,
Yeah.
man, you landed with a great band. I've been a fan for years, so I'm really excited to see you bringing it and keep on rocking it, man. Keep on bringing that heaviness. That's what the dude
Man,
loves. let
thank
me
you, man.
talk. Let me talk to the other guys
Yeah,
again. Let's
thank
let's talk some other guys. So, what were some of your other influences, guys? Can we talk about that just real quick? Was anybody in a musical family growing up, or what happened, man? What got you on the road to rock and roll?
My father did, because I would like to say next album would be homage to my late father, who passed away just a week ago.
Oh,
And
man, God, I hate to hear that, man. Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's a bit sad, but it
Yeah.
influenced me and inspired me a lot. So he showed me all those 50s and 60s rock and roll thing, Elvis and
Mayhem. Mayhem.
Neil Sedaka and all of that, and
Yeah.
he showed me things like Beatles and John Lennon and all of that. So what we're doing right now is a legacy to all of that. The British and American rock and roll from the 60s, and we are currently in the studio recording some new stuff, and we are very, very happy about that. And we are excited about the sound of it, and I can already see what it's going to be. We have European label chasing us, wanted to do some collaboration and an album and so forth. Yeah, we have some great stuff coming, and there's no lack of inspiration or song ideas. We're doing great.
Do you feel
Really.
like the ideas are coming faster in your new setup? Do you feel like you're getting through it quicker now because of the new arrangement? Would that be a fair statement?
I think so, yes. Yeah, I think so. And besides that, we've done some. I think it's about 19 or 20 shows in the last 12 months. So that's like,
wow, man, that's pretty
2 or 3 shows a month, and we've been all over the place. So that's inspired us a lot, and our fan base have increased every month for every gig, and we've gained some respect and affirmation from the industry, and that, of course, affected us, me to say the least. Yeah, we're going places and we're going strong.
That's great, man. That is really good news. And I'm not surprised. Like I said, if you're listening at home, you got to check this band out. They're really different than a lot of the other bands that you're going to come across. Getting back to the dynamics and the heaviness, but you know what it is? It's well thought out. It's well engineered and well produced. And you've always done that. And now that you got these other members bringing in the Thunder, man, it just seems like the right fit to be, from my side of the fence. So what's next with you guys? I know you got a lot of plans. We're in the studio recording. And by the way, do you have any idea when that release date might be? Not but like how long do we have to wait? How long have we got to wait, man?
Well, we work pretty fast. So I would say the next Styren album will be out in October.
Okay, somewhere around October.
We have like 4 or 5 songs already, and they all sounds great. And what I'm very excited and happy about is that everyone in this band contributed and put their effort into it, yeah, it's gonna be heavy as fuck and hard and
dynamic.
And
dynamic.
Dynamic, yeah.
And dynamic, yeah.
Yeah, dynamic.
You should change the name to the Dynamics or something like that.
Dynamic. Yeah.
Like ABBA.
Yeah. Yeah, like ABBA. No.
There's so much different influences on this album. So it's gonna be like a splinter,
Yeah.
But that's the way we like it.
Yeah, I would totally agree. And I think also that's why the previous album was so successful, and that's why this album is going to be successful in my mindset. Also, one thing that we're gonna do now is you won't have to wait until October. We are gonna release a couple of singles before that.
Oh, great! Yeah, good idea.
There is, we're gonna produce new music, and it's gonna be out there.
Yeah,
that's exciting, man. Well, I can't wait to hear what is going to come out of this, man. I'm already turned on about what I've heard, and I know that you guys are going to bring more. And it's really neat to think about what you're doing in the studio with kind of going after, that different sound, maybe 60, 70 a little bit, I guess is what you were saying. And I dig that. That whole realm was where music was magic, man. It was a little different than it is now. And the music just seemed to speak to you. And I think you guys got that flavor, you know what I mean? You got that element. And that's going to expand and move nicely. So what about getting on the road? If you've been playing out a lot, do you guys have a tour? When am I going to see my buddies here in Florida?
Yeah.
Man, because, that would be great. But do you have any tour dates coming up or ambition to tour?
Yeah, we have some shows coming up. We're going to a festival in June. It's going to be great festival, great venue. It's an old fortress from the medieval, in Europe. They
That's
have
killer.
medieval stuff and the castles and fortresses and stuff. Yeah, so there are buildings all over the place in our region from the medieval, and they're still used as festivities and stuff. So we were doing a festival there and in June, and we are until then we are rehearsing and writing new material. And then comes the summer, and we'll take a time off, and maybe not touring that much, but writing new stuff.
Right.
Starting recording in August again, maybe.
Yeah.
Writing some stuff in June and July, and recording in August, and finishing up in September, and mixing in October, and maybe releasing some stuff. We have some excellent shows coming up this fall. We are at this moment talking to some bigger bands, in Sweden, Swedish bands or European bands.
Yeah.
That's been around for a while, and that bands who have
it's just a bigger footprint. I know what you're saying, man, and I think it's time.
They have seen us and heard us, and seen that this new band, they have quite an increase in fan base, and they're doing some great. So they want us to support them,
Right. That makes sense.
At their shows. Because our fans would be their fans, and vice versa. And also we have some shows coming up in Stockholm, in the capital of Sweden, in November. But the past 12 months we haven't pursuing one single gig, single goal, because everything fell in our lap.
Yeah, it's just coming to you now. Is what's going on, man. It's coming to you. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, people calling us or emailing us. Do you want to do this? Do you want to come? Do you want to be part of this festival or show or whatever? So we are booked like a year advance now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, people tend to like us live.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, we seems like we're doing quite an impression in our live shows. Right. We have no pyrotechnics. We have no blood coming out or anything.
No blood and fire? Oh, man.
No fire, because with the fire department, they are banned. Not allowed to have pyros or anything. But I think that we are interpreting the album and the previous songs quite well into live performances. We are doing something live that people appreciate, and we often get a lot of response after the show about the vocals, about the drumming, about the guitar playing, and the heaviness and the presence. We try to convey something, feeling or
that's
emotion.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know that's right, man, because it's like we were talking earlier. There's this. I call it the magic juice that runs in between members of the band when you're on stage. And if you're a band member, you know what I'm talking about. But this transcends into the audience sometimes. And you just know, man, when you're on point, and after the show, people come up and they relay hey man, you really connected to me. And that's when
Yeah.
you know you got it, boys. And
Yeah.
there's something else too. I don't know if I could drop the name, but I heard a little bit about I'm just gonna say it, maybe working with another female artist that's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that, or you got to keep it quiet right now?
Well, we did a cover of we got asked by a radio station in America about doing a cover of the song of an Ozzy song, because Ozzy died last year,
Yeah, right.
And obviously Ozzy and Black Sabbath is huge in Sweden.
Yeah,
So
right on, man.
it started off with the local radio called me up one morning, and I believe the day after Ozzy died, and said, because I'm the local rock star of the little town I live. Yeah, so they called me and said, what are your thoughts about Ozzy's passing? So I said something about that, and an American radio station called that and called me up and said, we know you want to do a cover of Ozzy on our tribute special show and special tribute CD album release. So he said, yes, of course, we love Ozzy. So one of the guitar players said, well, let's do that. Well,
Close Your Eyes Forever.
Close Your Eyes Forever.
Yeah.
That's a low-hanging fruit. You know the expression?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Right. Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. I know that one.
Yeah. So we did that. And I said to the guys, I know exactly who to call. So I called a friend of mine, is a female singer. She's very talented. She has a range beyond beliefs,
Yes.
So I called her and said, do you want to do that song with us? And she said yes. She never heard the song in her life, because she's like 15 years younger than me or something. She never heard the song. She wasn't around with the 80s metal and all that.
Right.
Stuff. But she said yes. And I said, you must listen to the song and you must learn the song. And we will arrange it in a way that fits us. And she listened to the song and she said, yeah, this is brilliant. Let's do this. And first of all, she was a bit messy because she wanted to change the key for the song,
Right. Yeah, a lot of key.
She's a lady. She wants to mess up things, So that was a challenge for all of us, But we pulled it off and we recorded the song and we sent it in to the record label and the radio station, and they loved it, of course. And then what? I don't want to drop any names, but
No, I would say there was a pause before we could release it.
Yeah.
But when we actually released it, we got some kind of fun attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, the local radio in Sweden broadcasted it and gave it a few spins, and people around in Sweden appreciate it a lot, and we got a lot of attention from it. But the record and the show in America didn't happen because the record label couldn't release it.
Yeah.
Because of the somewhat there was a tension with the
I think you guys understand, but in the end we were able to release the song on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's out there, and there was some kind of conflict with the remains of Ozzy Osbourne and his family.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
Without saying too much, you know.
Yeah, right.
But the good side of this is the song is out there, is on every digital platform. People love it. Some radio stations played it, and you know, Lita Ford heard it. You know.
Oh, is that right? What'd you think of it?
Yeah, and she loved it. You know.
Of course. I
Yeah.
heard it. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
really great, man.
she
Well,
reached out and expressed her appreciation for our version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking to her right now.
Really?
But we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't
well,
know what
yeah.
it's gonna end up with. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But still,
Maybe.
see, this is one of those stories when you did a cover song and it really worked out in your favor. Not everybody
Yeah.
has that effect, but this time it worked in your favor. And I would just be thrilled to hear from her to say that she heard it would be to me a big deal. And the fact that I think that because I've been watching her career in the U.S., I don't know if you guys are following what she's doing right now, but she's
Yeah.
heavily touring right now and really
Yeah.
ramping up her career. So you know, I hope to see something happen, man. Maybe we'll get you to the U.S. with a tour. Let's go. You know, that would be awesome. But I think you guys are ready for that. You know, and
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about this, man. It just it's proof in the pudding. It just goes to show you that you guys are hardened, you're ready, you're experienced, and it's time to make those big moves. Would you agree with that? It's just
Yeah.
it's time to roll. Yeah. Time to roll.
100%.
You know. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to have to get out of here. But before I go, is there anybody that you'd like to shout out to, friends, family, anybody? We got some shout outs that you could yell out to somebody that's either helped you or some other band that's been very helpful. You got any shout out that you'd like to do?
Yeah. There's two people in the US I would like to send my forever gratitude to, and that is Kevin Wilkner at the NETWRKS Radio,
Right.
and Brian Moore
Brian Moore
at Rage Speed Records.
Yeah.
They helped us a lot in the
Yeah,
US.
these guys are great. You know, they really are. They've helped so many people, and I know Brian is a really good friend of mine, and we talk to all the time. And he tells me about what's going on and how he's working with the bands and how he's making these improvements. And boy, he had a lot of great stuff to say about you guys. So that's why we were so excited to have you on the show. Is there anybody else that you'd like to say hi to before we get out of here?
I would love to send appreciation to Lita Ford, of course, for giving us affirmation of our version of her song.
Yes,
that's much appreciated. Not only did she push the thumbs up for our version, she also took the time to write me an email, quite long actually.
Wow, man, that
with
is
the appreciation
cool.
for and acknowledging our talent and our effort on this song. That was
rightly so.
Yeah, we almost shit our pants.
Yeah, almost.
That's a great
man. I'm pretty sure I would have, man, myself. Yeah, right on.
But also, after we released that Out in the Cold single just a couple of weeks ago, we get tons of affirmation and appreciation and encouragement from people all over the world for that song. People really like that song, and that's a great thing. Especially considering that's the first song we wrote together and arranged together as a band, five of us.
Wow.
Pulled the weight and shipped in, So that makes me really, really happy and satisfied. So I would like all of you guys watching the show, listen to this song "Out in the Cold." It's a fucking great song. It's the best song I've ever been part of.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And
wow, man. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Besides that, of course, I'm very proud of being a part of that recording of the Lita Ford, Ozzy Osbourne tribute thing.
Yeah.
We did that with most love and respect and everything. And we are very happy with that, with the result of that song. Everyone who heard it said it's a killer version.
Yeah, right.
Everyone.
Yeah, man.
Everyone who heard it reached out to us and said, that's a killer version. And
but you know what? I think it's a testament to your production skills and talent as a band when you can take somebody else's song and make it your own and own it. And I think that's exactly what you guys were able to do, but still with respect, you know, and that's a big accomplishment. That's hard to hard to do where you're elevating them, you know, and that's fantastic. And again, thanks for sharing all of that. And again, thanks for being on American Metal Magazine, man. You know, you guys rock, and we're so happy to have you. We're going to have them, by the way, on the magazine, American Metal Magazine. So make sure you go there. There will be links. There's going to be an article write-up. And you'll be able to follow more things that happen with this band on American Metal Magazine. So it's important that you go there and check it out. These guys are going to be there, and you're going to be able to find out where you can get their music. And of course, the dude wants to remind everybody that, hey, it costs a lot of money, man, to make music. So buy some. Buy some, man. Well, anything else you guys like to say before we split?
Just thank you for having us. It's been really fun talking to you.
Excellent, man. Well, it's been fun for me. So before we get out of here, I need you guys to do one more thing for me. I need you to give me a big go AMM. Are you ready? On 3. Go AMM. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Go! Yeah! Awesome.
You asked us before if
sound, standing